Rapper Jeezy files a prenuptial agreement enforcement request in Jeannie Mai's divorce. The turbulent divorce between Jeezy and Jeannie Mai has taken a new turn as the rapper filed a motion to uphold their prenuptial agreement. The blast was able to get court records that show Jeezy desires the judge to include every clause in the prenuptial agreement in the divorce decree. After 2 years of marriage, the put-on rapper unexpectedly filed for divorce from Mai in September. The two have been arguing back and forth on the terms of their separation. In Jeannie Mai's divorce, Jeezy wants the prenuptial agreement to be enforced. Jeezy stated in the document that he and Mai signed their prenuptial agreement on March 26, 2021, the day before they went on a walk along the aisle. He claims that the prenuptial agreement satisfies the requirements of the three-pronged test, which is commonly referred to as the Schurer test, in order to be enforced. Typically, the three-pronged test poses insightful questions to ascertain the prenuptial agreement's legitimacy. The question is whether the agreement was obtained through misrepresentation or non-disclosure of material facts, or through fraud, duress, or mistake. Or if the arrangement is not morally acceptable, have the facts and circumstances changed since the agreement was executed so that its enforcement is unfair and unreasonable, is another question it poses. Jeezy claimed in the paper that the prenuptial agreement complied with the aforementioned requirements. It stated, "It is beyond dispute that both parties were able to read and comprehend the terms and provisions of the agreement. Each of the parties is well known, who are experienced with contracts." In a similar vein, it is undeniable that the prenuptial agreement was not obtained by error, deception, or omission of material facts, he continued. In particular, independent counsel zealously defended both sides during the negotiations. Before getting married, Jeezy and the co-host of The Real lived together for approximately a year, during which time they disclosed all relevant financial information to the other of their respective assets, liabilities, and overall financial net worth. The I Love It rapper responded to Mai's assertion that the prenuptial agreement was unreasonable by saying, "Even if petitioner's net worth was more than respondent's at the time the agreement was executed, the fact that an agreement may prolong an existing disparity of wealth amongst the parties does not make it unethical. An agreement that is abhorrent to good morals and conscience, where one of the parties takes fraudulent advantage of another, an agreement that no sane person not acting under a delusion would make and that no honest person would take advantage of, is typically what makes a prenuptial agreement unconscionable." In the end, Jeezy contends that they both recognized they would be keeping their own money and knew what they were doing.